Assalamu alaikum, my dear students of class 5, Eid Mubarak after the Eid vacation. Hope you all are enjoyed the Eid vacation. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. This is Wahid Noor, Assistant Teacher of Islamic Studies, National Ideal English Version School Deshit. Today I am going to conduct the class of Islamic Studies for class 5, and today our topic is CSQ, it means competency based short question, part 2 from chapter 3, lecture number 31, and there is no HW students. My beloved students, before the vacation I provide to you the short question answer from exercise 1 to 12. I hope you got that. All are from exercise chapter 3, and today I will discuss from chapter 3, but all are competency based question answer. So students, see both pages together, there are 34 questions, 1 to 34, but I selected only 17 questions what are important. So rest of all you can learn, all are important, but which I selected that are more important. So only we will discuss only the selected question answer. So question number 1 is, what is akhlaq? Already we are discussing the chapter 3 about akhlaq. So what is akhlaq? Answer, decent behavior, fine temperament and good character is called akhlaq. I hope you understood. Number 2, what have you learned from the ideal story of Bayezid Bustami? Answer is, I have sent how to serve the parents. Students, we didn't discuss about the Bayezid Bustami's incident, but very soon we will discuss in the live class. And as you know, there was a saint, Bayezid Bustami. He was standing beside the sick mother whole night by holding one glass of water, because his mother seeking the water to the Bayezid Bustami, and he carried the water from far away, and he was standing beside his mother whole night. That said here. So that from that incident you learn how to serve the parents. Okay, now here is question number 4. What did Jilani's rahmatullahi alayhi's mothers advise him before starting the travel? Student, Jilani's mothers means Hazrat Abdul Qadir Jilani rahmatullahi alayhi. Answer, she advised him means Hazrat Abdul Qadir Jilani's mother advised to Abdul Qadir Jilani, always speak the truth and never tell a lie. Students, already we discussed about the saint of Hazrat Abdul Qadir Jilani, who was traveling to Baghdad for the higher education, and his mother said to Abdul Qadir Jilani, never tell a lie, always speak the truth. And they were meet one dacoit, the thief, the robber, and they snatched all the wealth from the traders, and already we discussed. So there was the advice from mother of Abdul Qadir Jilani, that is, always speak the truth and never tell a lie. Here said that. Okay, now question number 11, who was an embodiment of service to the creation? Embodiment is the idol, the example of the service to the creation. Answer, our great Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was an embodiment of service to the creation. Already we discussed about that, how our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam service to the other creations. Always after the 5 times prayer, he knocked the door to door, how they are spending their life, etc. Now question number 12, what does Rahmatul Lil Alameen mean? It means having kindness and mercy to all creations. Rahmatul Lil Alameen is the title of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Rahmatul Lil Alameen means having kindness and mercy to all creations. Now question number 13, who is Rahmatul Lil Alameen? Why has Allah conferred on him the title of Rahmatul Lil Alameen? So answer is, Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is Rahmatul Lil Alameen. He was not only a well-wisher of mankind, but he was also kind to all creations of Allah. He served the creations through his life. That is why he is called Rahmatul lil Alameen. Students, already we discussed why our Prophet ﷺ got this title, Rahmatul lil Alameen. Rahmat means the mercy, the kindness, and Alameen the whole night. So why Almighty Allah said to Prophet ﷺ Rahmatul lil Alameen? Almighty Allah is saying in the Holy Quran, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا كَافٍ وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. It's mentioning to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he was not only the well-wisher of the human beings, he was the well-wisher, he was the embodiment of service to the rest of all creations. That's why his name is Rahmatul lil Alameen. Now another question, question number 14, what does patriotism mean? Already we discussed about this. Patriotism means love for own country, and you can write love for the own country's people, or you can write patriotism means love for the own country's wealth. All are correct. Now question number 15, who is a patriot? Answer, a patriot is he who is ready to defend his country against aggression of enemy and always loves his country in the face of all odds and at all costs. What does it mean? Those are loving the own country, motherland, they are called a patriot. So those are defending from the enemy, those are want to torture to the motherland, your motherland. If you defend to them, then you will be counted as the patriot. And you have to sometimes it can be sacrifice your life also for saving your country. Now question number 16, who said Hubbul Watani Minal Iman? Students, already we discussed about this. Who said Hubbul Watani Minal Iman? Meaning patriotism is a part of Iman. So answer, wise men have said it. Hubbul Watani Minal Iman. This is an Arabic term, but don't think this is the ayat of the Holy Quran or the hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is one wise man, one Islamic scholar said it. Okay, now next page, page number second page, question number 17. What has Allah announced about the forbearing person? Already we discussed about this, about the forbearing. Allah has announced there is reward with Allah for those who forgive and settle disputes among people. So students, who is a forbearing person? If you settle the disputes, the quarrel, the collision, those are involving between two persons, if you settle down that disputes, then you will be counted as the forbearing person. And not only that, in any situation you have to control your anger, then you will be counted as the forbearing person. Now question number 18, who was the excellent friend of human race? Human race means human being. Answer, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the excellent friend of human race. Now question number 20, what does tawbah mean? Tawbah means coming back to Allah, confessing his guilt, repenting for the offense, promising not to commit it again, and seeking Allah's forgiveness. Students, this question is very important. What does tawbah mean? We are doing many of the sinful activities in our worldly life 24 hours. So after end of the day, we have to seeking the Allah's forgiveness. That is called tawbah. So first of all, you have to remember, you have to promise to Almighty Allah, I will never do that. And you have to confess to the Almighty Allah, yes, Allah, I have done this by the instigation of the shaitan. And then you have to seeking the Allah's forgiveness, Allah's kindness, Allah's mercy. Then inshallah that will be counted as the tawbah. Now question number 21, who was the second Khalifa of Islam? Answer, Hazrat Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was the second Khalifa of Islam. Now question number 25, what does labor mean? Answer, labor means toil, effort, extraction, industry, work. Students, all of these words you will get in your book. Very soon we will discuss inshallah in live class. Now question number 30, what is called human rights? rights of human beings are called human rights. So, human rights, this is not only related to the BGS or science, this is also related to the Islamic studies. Human rights, what? What we are getting as the rights in our worldly life. For example, the right of eating, the right of sheltering, the right of medicine, treatment, the right of study, all are counted as the human rights. Now question number 33, on whose orders did our Prophet ﷺ migrate to Medina? Answer, on the orders of Allah, our Prophet ﷺ left Makkah and migrated to Medina. And last question, question number 34, which one is our first duty after Allah's ibadat? Already we discussed this. To serve human beings is our first duty after completing Allah's ibadat. Students, first of all, you have to follow the Allah's order, the performing the salat, saum, zakat, etc. And then you have to give the priority for servicing to the human beings. Those are beggar, those are poor person, those are helpless people. You have to raise your hand, you have to ahead your hands for helping to them. So that's all for today, my dear students. Keep practicing at home to abide by your parents, and see you next class inshallah. Till then, assalamu alaikum.